right, welcome Hudson wrestling fans. This is Hudson's third duel of the season, the second one that we have taped. Tonight, Hudson's taking on Big River's conference champion, Menomonie Mustangs, which tied your Hudson Raiders last year for the championship. Hudson did go on to make the state tournament and beat the Mustangs at regionals. But tonight we're going to be starting at 106 pounds. I believe we're going to see a forfeit. I did see the Mustangs wrestle the JV kid at forfeit, or at 106 on JV. I wish they'd have saved him and put him out here. But I believe your Raiders are going to start off with a 6-0 lead. I don't see anybody going out there.
And at 106 pounds, Menomonie Mustangs forfeit. Hudson Raiders, catch with the win.
And that is how we start this Raider Mustang duel. Hudson starts off with a forfeit at 106 and takes an early 6-0 lead team. That'll bring up 113 pounds, but Menomonie should be sending out junior Brent Zeeble to take on sophomore Mitch Anderson. Mitch's first full season on varsity.
At 113 pounds for the Mustangs, junior Brent Zeeble. For the Hudson Raiders, Mitch Anderson.
All right, here we go. Our first live match of this rematch of last year's co-champions in the Big Rivers. Mitch had a good tournament. Hudson's only wrestled one tournament so far this year down in Lakeville, Minnesota. Mitch took 6th, if I recall right. I didn't bring the paperwork with me, but I'm pretty sure he took 6th. Mitch is one of the Anderson twins. We'll see his brother Jake in a couple of weight classes up. Don't know much about this Menomonie team. I know they got a lot of turnover. They do have 2 ranked kids on their team. They got a returning state champion in Stokey, which I think we're going to see him wrestle his first match of the season this year. I think he was out with an Achilles injury, I heard, and there's Anderson with the first takedown of this match and duel to take an early 2-0 lead with 1:09 to go here in the first period. Mitch with a nice reshot on that shot, and we're going to get a caution on Anderson. Now let's see if Anderson trying to pick a wrist here, looking to bar him up. He's got to keep driving forward, use his head, push the Menomonie kid's head down. Instead, he cuts him. 2-1 now at 40 seconds ago. All right. If you all listened to me before, you're going to cut a guy, late in the period. You better take him down before the end of that period. And there goes Anderson on a nice looking double. See if he can finish. Does. Has a trapped arm there. See if he can use this for some near fall. Now he's looking for a little leg turk and a cross-face tilt. But Menomonie able to belly down. Anderson does have a 4-1 lead with about 10 seconds to go here in the first period. Mitch looking to run a bar again.
For more than that takedown.
That's how the first got in. Anderson will take a 4-1 lead. Menomonie has choice. Will defer. Anderson probably down, and does. Start the second here at 113 pounds. Anderson with a 4-1 lead. Mitch looking for a switch off the whistle. Zeeble of Menomonie looking for power half. Mitch looks to do a little bit of a Grammy roll. Got to be careful because he's got his legs tied in there. Could have got himself in trouble exposing himself. looks for a switch. He can retain, grab that elbow. He's got the Menomonie kid in a lot of trouble. Does get the reversal, 6-1. Anderson does have near fall coming. He's got to sit back. He's got lots of time. He's got over a minute. Anderson looking for the fall. Very close there. Dane was calling the pins a little tough in the JV portion of this duel, so we'll see. There it is. Mitch Anderson wins by fall over Brent Zeeble of Menomonie, giving your Raiders a 12-0 lead. And that's going to bring up 120 pounds, where Menomonie should be sending out freshman Chris Havlin to take on the 12th ranked Hudson Raider Drew Claybon. Nice to see Drew get in the rankings as a senior. First time in the rankings for Drew.
Chris Allen for the Hudson Raiders senior Drew Claybon.
Drew up a couple weight classes this year. He's been a perennial 6-pounder for the Raiders. Finally hit that little growth spurt. It's nice to see Drew wrestling good. He's just one of those wrestlers that just gives you 100% every match.
Great tournament in Lakeville as well.
Drew did end up with a championship down in Lakeville a couple weeks ago. Raiders got a big tournament coming up this weekend over at the Marty Loy. If any of you guys, viewers, happen to see this prior to Saturday, it will be, all the matches I hear are going to be streamed on Track Wrestling for a mere $10. You can sit in the comfort of your house. You don't have to drive to Fond du Lac, which is what I'm going to do. Fond du Lac's a long drive. Drew working on the ball and chain here. Drew does have near fall coming. Keeps that ball and chain, looking to try to get possibly a half in there. He's got the far shoulder. Now he starts looking for the half, what I was asking for. And he gets a 2 count. 4-0 now with 45 seconds to go in the first. Now Claybon looking for a bit of a cradle. Oh, Drew had him stuck there. Drew just got to settle back. Get his hips back under him. And the Menomonie wrestler Havlin able to belly down. Looking for that ball and chain tilt again, and at the end of the first period, Drew takes a 6-0 lead and choice into the second. Drew defers. Havlin, the Menomonie, is going to choose neutral. I'm sure Drew is happy with that choice. Drew in on a single, converts to a double. Another takedown, 8-0 in favor of Drew Claybon here at 120. Raiders leading 12-0 at this point. Drew's got the leg turk in, looking for that cross-face tilt, I'll call it. Go for that near shoulder, and does get 3 near falls, so it's 11-0 now. Drew 4 points away from a tech fall. Drew got another tilt going here. Got nothing out of it. Referee out there tonight is Stain Anzac from Chetek Prairie Farm. He was a state champion in Wisconsin and wrestled for the Minnesota Gophers. I think he's looking a little buff, put on some weight since his career in Minnesota. Looks like he's hit the weights pretty good.
Looks like he's hit the weights over the summer as well.
That's good. Approaching 30 seconds left in the second here. Claybon with a commanding 11-0 lead. He's got that far wrist tied up under there. See what he tries to do with it. Trying to get a leg Turk in there. He's got to step over. He does. Now he's trying to convert it into a cradle. Drew should be looking for the half Nelson here. The half is right there. And that's how the second's going to end. 11-0 in favor of Claiborne. Haviland of Menomonie will have, no, Drew will have choice, I'm sorry. And we're going to go neutral, third and final period here. All right, thus far, Claiborne has dominated this match. He's got to go ahead and either get a pin here or finish with a tech fall. Right there with that nice takedown. I'd like to have seen Drew looking for that half Nelson on the way down. It was there. $13-0 now. Drew 2 points away from a tech fall. That half Nelson is right there. Right there, half. And we get a stalling on Haviland and Menomonie. Drew looking to stack them here. Did he get a 2 count? He did get a 2 count. So that Drew Menomonie kid doesn't change positions here. Referee's gonna call it, and there it is. Drew Claiborne wins by tech fall, 15-0 over Chris Haviland of Menomonie. That's going to push the Raider lead 17-0. It's going to bring up 126 pounds, where I believe in the program Menomonie lists Isaac Aristad, but he did not come out during the introduction, so they might be forfeiting to freshmen, and they are. Menomonie does forfeit the hatch. I was really looking forward to seeing Logan Russell. I haven't seen him wrestle yet in varsity. That'll push the Raider lead 23-0 now. And it's going to bring up 132 pounds, where I believe Menomonie should be sending out Mua Yang, senior for Menomonie, to take on sophomore Vincent Fanning. All right, here we go, 132 pounds. Fanning likes the throws. He's got a lat drop there, but the throws come off your shots. Throws come off your reshot. Looking for the go behind and gets it 2-0 now in favor of Fanning. Fanning running a 2-on-1 tilt here. Near fall, he got at least a 2 count there, yeah. Referee, 2 near fall, 4-0 now with a minute to go here in the first. Fanning switches off into a bar, loses the bar. Doing a nice job of riding to this point. And we'll go out of bounds and get a restart.
Nice takeout. Back to that wrist tie.
looking for the ball and chain. Yang trying to get to the edge of the mat. Fanning brings them back, and we got a scramble here, and Fanning comes back on top, neutral, no change. And no near fall points. And we get a restart with 20 seconds to go here in the first period, 132 pounds. That's how the first going to end. Fanning will take choice and the 4-0 lead into the second. Fanning defers. Yang is going neutral. Menomonie does have a new coach this year. Grant Peisig no longer is coaching in Menomonie. Their new coach is Jared Evans. I believe he wrestled in Augsburg, but I'm not positive on that. Fanning was looking for that throw on the edge. Fanning looks for a nice arm drag, go behind, gets it, 6-0. Nicely done by Mr. Fanning. See a couple of the ex-Hudson wrestlers over there. The Hawksford boys are sitting over in the bleachers. Kolya and Dima. Under a minute to go here in the second. Still 6-0. Fanning with the wrist tie and right into a half Nelson. Near fall coming. Let that go, but he does pick up a leg. Bang looking for the fall. It's close. There it is. Mitch Fanning wins by fall over Maury Yang of Menomonie, increasing the Raider lead to 29-0 now. And this should bring up the match of the duel that I've been looking for. We'll see if it happens. Let's see if Menomonie does send out honorable mention and 6th place state winner last year, Hayden Schlew, and it is to take on sophomore and honorable ranked sophomore Jacob Anderson. Yep, here it comes. This is the match I was really hoping to see today. Both ranked wrestlers, and Schlew of Menomonie did place 6th at the state tournament last year. Alright, here's the one I wanted to see. Schlew in very quickly on a single leg. Jake trying to scramble, goes around looking to pick an ankle. Jake doing a nice job here if he can settle back down. Each of them got an ankle, so usually the high guy wins in these scrambles. So Jake is in good position here to finish this into a takedown. There it is. Jake does get the first takedown, 2-0. Jake cuts him. Nice job looking for a duck under there. Slew looking for that low single again. And we get a referee timeout. Might be a little bit of blood. Yep, and we do have a blood timeout. All right, we're back after that blood timeout. 2-1 now. In favor of Anderson. We got 47 seconds to go in the first. Jake's got to stay in good position here. Quit standing up straight. Slew is in good position. He's looking for that low single. And every time Jake stands up, he's got a potential of being taken down. Stay in a good wrestling stance. Slew going in looking for a Russian. Gets an ankle. Jake has an ankle of his own. And Jake comes around the back door. Gets a takedown. Did he get any near fall? Nice scramble. Nice scramble for Anderson coming out with the takedown 4-1. That was a very impressive scramble for a freshman to come out on top. Very impressive scramble. And that's how the first is going to end. Jake Anderson has a 4-1 lead. Slew has choice. He's going to choose down position to start the second period here at 138 pounds. Jake cuts him, 4-2 now.
He's confident on his feet.
Jake with the underhook now. Let's see what he wants to try to do with this. Backs out of it. Jake's looking for that collar tie duck under. So far this match, Jake's go-to setup has been that collar tie. He looked for a blast double there. Slew did a nice job of countering. Jake goes for the head and arm. Slew hangs on. Jake throws a wizard in and on the edge of the mat. No points yet. Jake's got to be careful here. Got to get out of bounds. Out of bounds or up to his feet. Takedown here ties the match. And they're out. Nice little scramble there. Anderson still with a 4-2 lead. 22 seconds to go here. And we got another blood time. That blood time still 4-2. Slew in quickly on that low single like I was saying. And we go out of bounds. He had no control. And Zach calls no control. Jake has got to stay in a good stance. Slew is looking for that low single. Got to stay in a good stance. Under 10 seconds to go here in the second. And that's how the second's going to end. Anderson takes a 4-2 lead and choice into the third. Should go down. He does. I'm guessing Slew's going to try to ride him a little bit, and if he's no success, we'll cut him. Slew's been in deep here in the last half of that second period on a couple of shots. Jake able to scramble out of him. Jake's got to stay in good position. Again, Slew was a sixth place winner at 126 pounds last year. Stuff like that you got to be darn careful with working with a state place winner. Jake able to scramble out of it, but I never like seeing them roll across their backs in the move. Slew looking to tilt Anderson, unable to do it. Jake's just got to come up with this. Anytime somebody's got a bar on you, you get to your feet. cuts him. 5-2 now in favor of Anderson. But Jake's got to stay in a good stance because Schlu's going to come after him now. Schlu looks for his own duck under. Jake looking to score in the corner here. And we go out of bounds 56 seconds ago. All right, Jake's got to go on the attack here and put this match away. Just break Schlu's spirit. 2-point takedown would do just that. There he goes with that blast double. He's got to keep his feet in. If he can get up to the waist, that'll be 2. There it is. Jake Anderson scores a takedown to take a 7-2 lead with 33 seconds to go here in the third. Now Jake's got to ride. Jake right into a cradle. He's close to locking it up. I just don't see him getting a cradle on Schlu. But he's close. He's got it. He's got it locked up. Definitely got it locked up. He's looking for a fall. He does have near fall coming. This would put him into a major. Anderson wins by major decision 10-2 over the 6th place winner, Hayden Schlu. It's a major decision. That'll put the Raider lead 33-0. Well, that match was all I was hoping for. That was a heck of a match.
That's a wow right there.
That was a good match. That was impressive. Jake just dominated that for 6 minutes. All right, that'll bring up 145 pounds where Menomonie's going to be sending out freshman Jake Boyette to take on senior and second-rate Matt Koski. Easy, guys.
We're excited.
Koski in on a single. Nice shot, reshot by Koski, but unable to get there. Restart with 1:09 to go in the first period here at 145 pounds. And we get another restart. Koski looking to run a front head, but Boyette back to his feet. Koski in on a double, should finish this one right into a leg turk. See if he can finish. I like to see our wrestlers looking for more off those takedowns, and that was very nice to see. He hasn't gotten anything yet, but at least he's looking for it. Koski with a 2-0 lead. That's how the first is going to end. Koski with a 2-0 lead and choice will defer. Boyette We'll go down, start second period here at 145 pounds. Your Raiders with a 33-0 lead. Koski gets a caution. I don't know if he wasn't deep enough on the belly button or had his head off. Okay, too far out in front. Boyette up to his feet. Koski cuts him. 2-1. Koski comes in looking for a Russian. Right down to a snap single. Let's see if he finishes this. Does. 4-1 now in favor of Koski. Koski working on the ball and chain. Must be the new go-to for Hudson this year is the ball and chain. I think it is working. Seen a lot of the wrestlers using that ball and chain tilt here tonight.
They're actually throwing a half Nelson off of it as well.
Which is much better. Oh, Koski's got him stacked. Does get 2 near fall. 6-1 now. Freestyle, that would have been over. Now Koski looking for the half. He's got the leg turk in. He's got that crossface tilt going. Koski's got 3 near fall wrapped up, looking for the fall. Lost his leg turk. There's the near fall. 9-1 now. Now Koski's looking to run a cradle. You think he does have his hands locked there. Looking to bring him back. There it is. He's got 18 seconds to look for the fall here. Does get the near fall. Right back down to take a man. Looks like we may have an injury here. Looks like Boyette may have taken a knee to the stomach. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. So 12-1 back after the injury timeout. Koski with a 12-1 lead. 2 seconds ago in the second. That's how the second will end. And Koski's got choice. Going to go neutral with a 12-1 lead. Take down near fall away from a tech fall. But I know Koski, Matt's going to be looking for the fall. Goes for the head and arm. This should do it. He's got a full period here.
We had one of those, didn't we?
Yeah. Koski looking for the underhook. You got the frog legs in. There's the frog legs I love so much, and you see they didn't work again. Did we get near fall? We did. Did we get it? So I think it's 16-1, which would be a tech fall. There's a takedown, and 3 would be 5. So that's it. Matt Koski wins by a score of 17-1. Tech fall over Jake Boyette of Menomonie. That'll make it 38-0. Going to bring up 152 pounds. Menomonie should be sending out sophomore Taylor Radcliffe to take on senior Ryan McDivitt.
At 152 pounds, sophomore Taylor Radcliffe for the Mustangs. For the Hudson Raiders, senior Ryan McDivitt.
All right, here we are, 152. Hudson senior McDivitt taking on sophomore Radcliffe for the Mustangs. McDivitt running the Russian down into a low single. He's got to realize where he is, take him on the mat and finish it. He's got to keep him back step. There we go. Nice takedown by Ryan to take a 2-0 lead. Ryan looking for the cradle right off the bat. Looking to do the suicide roll, the one I don't like to see.
I think I got that.
Because what happens is usually that. I'll just drive into him. Just drive into him. Head in the side. Take him over. I don't know why he keeps doing that.
Makes for good audio and video.
Yeah. Ryan's got to put his head in the side and secure that. Now he lets the cradle go. Still has a single and releases them, so 2-1. All that rolling around and no points.
A lot of energy.
Yeah. Approaching 30 seconds to go here in the first at 152 pounds. Hudson leading 38-0. Menomonie yet to get on the scoreboard. Divot with the underhook down to a single, and that'll be the end of the period. McDivitt with a 2-0 lead. McDivitt's choice will go down to start the second period here at 1:52. That arm sleeve that McDivitt's on is quite stylish.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. It almost looks like a tattoo. Does he think he's playing basketball or what? Got the shooter sleeve on? McDivitt rolls through, looking to get to his feet, does. Looking to attack his hands. Menomonie's going to get a stalling call here pretty quick if he doesn't return him to the mat. McDivitt's got to be careful here. McDivitt bails out of that.
That was dangerous.
Really dangerous. McDivitt back to his feet, got to push back into him, try to circle in. And we go out of bounds with a restart with 1:11 to go here in the second period. 152 pounds. Looking for a switch here. Went for the head on that switch, missed it. He's just got to get to his feet, control hands, and start over. Put it in his pocket. There he goes. 3-1 now in favor of McDivitt. 37 seconds to go in the second. McDivitt looking for a high crotch. Ratcliffe counters. McDivitt trying to circle, step over. If you can elevate that leg here. Got to keep circling into him, into that hip. Keep circling in like he's doing. And we get a stalemate with 12 seconds to go in the second. There's a nice blast double by McDivitt. Keep circling, keep circling. He hesitated and didn't keep circling to finish it. He stopped. Got to keep going here, work up. And we don't get any points at the end of the second.
Possibly 2 points right there.
Yeah, it did. He hesitated for that split second to let Radcliffe tie up that ankle.
Still a close match going to the third.
Yep. McDivitt with a 3-1 lead going into the third and final period. Radcliffe hits a switch and we got a tie match. Oh, that finished takedown at the end of 2 looks a little bit bigger now. Again, Menomonie looking to win the first match of this duel. Divot looking for that spin sit. And we get it potentially dangerous. Ratcliffe got that arm bar a little high.
It's got a good ride going.
Divot up to his feet. Now he's got to fight hands and get out of it. Looks for the old reach around, head and arm. Does get the escape, but he's got to be careful not to give it up. McDivitt with a 4-2. He's got to come around. He's got to come around. Just come around. Come around. 2. There it is. McDivitt with a 6-3 lead now with 30 seconds to go. And we go out of bounds with 23 seconds to go. Divot looking for near fall here. If he can catch an arm, he should have gotten at least a 2 count out of that, and he does. 8-3 now, and we're under 5 seconds to go in the match. Might get more near fall. He does get 2 more. Does he? Yep, he does get 2 more. So Ryan McDivitt wins by a score of 10-3 over Taylor Radcliffe. First major decision of the night for the Raiders. It's going to make it 41-0. And it's going to bring up 160 pounds, where Menomonie should be sending out freshman Sam Thompson to take on junior Jake Midby.
It's just not fair.
At 160 pounds, for Menomonie, freshman Sam Thompson. For the Hudson Raiders, junior Jake Midby.
Jake in on a single leg here, looking to elevate it. And he does get it, 2-0 in favor of Midby. Jake throws a leg in, see what he does with that. Maybe look for a power half, yep. See if he can get a power half going here with that leg. Now he's looking for a little banana split action here. And we'll get a restart with 1:21 to go. Midby up by a score of 2-0. Neither wrestler weigh 160 pounds, I think it's safe to say.
Both wrestling up.
Yep, both wrestling up, filling the spot for their team. Maybe does come across. Now he's going to get that power half in there now. He's got his opponent's hips turned.
He's working hard.
Got his hips turned again. Get that power half in there. Jake working the power half. Now he's just got to rotate his hips up right into a half Nelson here. Catch that far near elbow. He's got it. Near fall coming. Maybe looking to finish here. He's got 13 seconds. Get on his toes. Get off his knees. That's how the first period is going to end. Midby does get 3 near fall to take a 5-0 lead into the second. Jake's got choice.
Nice sequence to get him to his back. Very good work.
Jake's going to take neutral to start the second here. Jake takes a shot. He's got to back out, back out, back out. Look for a Kelly, something. He just can't sit there. You're going to get pounded on. Little short drag there. Power into a half. There you go. 7-0 now in favor of Midby. Midby right back into that half. Got a nice half going there. Keep it tight. Tuck that elbow. More near fall coming. All right, Jake's got a lot of time here. Minute 24 to look for the fall. There it is. Jake Midby wins by fall over Sam Thompson of Menomonie, stretching that Raider lead 47-0 now. Let's bring up 170 pounds where Menomonie's going to send out junior Adam Hackbarth to take on third-ranked senior Sawyer Massey for your Raiders.
170 pounds, junior Adam Hackbarth. For the Hudson Raiders, senior Sawyer Massey.
Massey on a nice blast double. Takes an early 2-0 lead. Less than 5 seconds to score. I like that. My biggest complaint about Sawyer over the years has been his offense. Too much of a defensive wrestler, so that's very nice for me to see. Sawyer right on that, got a wrist high bar tilt going here. Sawyer cuts him after 3 near fall with a 5-0 lead, 5-1 now. Sawyer on a nice blast double, 7-1.
Here.
Nope. Sawyer looking to cradle him up. Got it. Sits back. Maybe he can show Ryan that one. Nicely done. Sawyer Massey wins by fall over Adam Hackbarth of Menomonie. Raider lead now is 53-0. Hudson pitching a shutout here. With 4 matches to go, I don't think we're going to get a shutout if state champion Mason Stokey shows up to wrestle tonight. But next up, 182, Menomonie should be sending out senior Mitch Stokeland to take on senior and second-ranked Dylan Anderson. Hudson with back-to-back state-ranked wrestlers here. Massey ranked at 3rd, Anderson at 2nd, number 2. Dylan looking for that little Kelly Fireman's. Keep that elbow and does get the takedown. Dylan cuts him, 2-1. Dylan in for another takedown. Nice front headlock into a 2. Dylan looking for a leg turk. Unable to secure it. Now Dylan looking for a 2-on-1 tilt. Stokeland rolls through. Dylan should look for a half right there and let that far wrist go. Dylan looking for the cradle again. Dylan needs to step over that leg. There he goes. Now I'll go to work on those shoulders. Anderson getting it tighter and tighter. He's got 40 seconds. Anderson looking for a fall of his own. Yeah, I think Dylan just let him roll through that one to take a 7-1 lead. I think Dylan could have put him away there, but looking for a little extra work, I'm guessing. Drama. Dylan back in on a single. Comes around for 2, 9-2. Under 5 seconds to go here in the first at 182. That's how the first it'll end. Dylan Anderson takes a 9-2 lead and choice into the second. Will go down. Into a Granby roll, gets the reversal, 11-2. Got a head and arm going for near fall, and this should do it unless Dylan lets him back up. Dylan's got to switch his hips now, turn his hips towards the mat, step over with his left leg, and that should finish it. There it is. Dylan Anderson wins by fall over Mitch Stokeland of Menomonie. 59-20. Favor your Raiders. Kids are loving it. That'll bring up 195 pounds, where Menomonie, I believe, will be sending out sophomore Jacob Havlin to take on senior Drew Midby. Yep, there's Midby.
195 pounds for the Menomonie State sophomore Jacob Havlin. So that's Raiders senior Drew Midby.
Midby on a nice little ankle pick, looking for that far shoulder tilt. Now Midby looking for the cradle, gets it, and he's got this tight. Drew is not messing around here. Now he goes for the reverse headlock, looking for the fall. He's got a 5-0 lead and a minute 37 to go here yet in the first. Time. Keep the pressure on. He's going to run out of energy pretty soon. There it is. Drew Midby wins by fall over Jacob Havlin. 65-0 in favor of your Raiders with 2 matches to go. Now, I do believe we're going to see last year's state champion and #1 ranked wrestler at 195. Yeah, we are. We're going to see Mason Stokey, which I believe is his first match of the 15-16 season. I think he was out with an injury, and I do believe he signed a scholarship with the Badgers to play football. The senior Mason Stockey is going to take on senior Sammy Schwartz here at 220. Again, I think Stokey, it's his first match of the season due to a football injury. Stokey did sign with the Badgers to play football next fall, and he's looking to take another state title down to Madison with him. Zammy's going, thanks for coming back, Mason, tonight. Yeah. So happy. Sammy looks for the throw, but it wasn't there. And Stokey takes the first takedown, 2-0. Stokey looking to run an arm bundle here. Does have the arm bundle. Sammy's in not in a good position here. Stokey should secure this fall. There it is. Mason Stokey wins by fall over Sammy Schwartz, and that's the first team points for your Menomonie Mustangs. 65-6 now. It's going to bring up the final match of this duel, where Menomonie should be sending out junior Chandler Schutz to take on 7th ranked junior Isaac Schindler.
Junior Schutz, Hudson Raiders junior Isaac Schindler.
Showed why he's a state champion.
Oh yeah. Schindler was in on a nice double, but Schindler comes back with a Kelly and secures his takedown, 2-0. Not a lot of action since the takedown, still 2-0 in favor of Schindler.
Heavyweights, you're lucky it's 2.
And we get a restart with 30 seconds to go in the first period here. Final match, heavyweight, 285 pounds. Raiders with a commanding 65-6 lead over last year's Big Rivers Conference champions. Co-champions, I should clarify. Schindler trying to roll that wrist under. How the first is going to end, 2-0 in favor of Schindler. Schindler will go down to start the second. Isaac up to his feet, gets the escape, 3-0 now in favor of Isaac. Isaac looking for a high crotch. Schindler a nice high crotch again. Circle around, look for that half. 5-0 now in favor of Isaac Schindler.
He was looking for it though.
He was. Not quite quick enough, but he was looking. Schindler's going to cut him. 5-1. with 41 seconds to go. Second period, Schindler up 5-1. Schindler looking for that blast double. Out of bounds with 1 second to go in the second. Schutz going to take down position here to start the third, down by 4 to Schindler. Schindler takes him off his base, looking to maybe get a bar, dig a wrist. Schindler almost had a little bit of a chin drop going there. Approaching 40 seconds to go in the match here. Still 5-1 in favor of Schindler. Second, 3.6 seconds to go here in this heavyweight match and duel. And there it is. Isaac Schindler wins by a score of 5-1 decision over Chandler Schutz. Raiders win the duel by a score of 68-6. Next up for the Raiders is a Marty Lloyd tournament coming up this weekend. If you can't make it down to Fond du Lac, check them out on Track Wrestling. Thanks for watching.